My brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, a woman goes to a shopping center, and from there she makes a phone call to her husband in the gym. So somebody picks up the phone in the gym, and he tries to convey her message. Honey, are you in the gym? He says, yes, I am, but the reception is very bad. I'm not able to hear you. So she wanted to make sure again. Honey, is that you? He says, yes. I am in the shopping center just now, and I just came across a beautiful mink coat, and it costs $5,000. Could I buy it? And the man says, honey, go ahead and buy it, and also make sure you buy a matching purse, a matching wallet for yourself. So the wife was very happy, and again she makes another request. Honey, on the way I stopped in the BMW car dealership, and there is a beautiful BMW on sale. It costs $60,000. What do you say? And the man on the phone says, honey, go ahead and buy that, and make sure you also buy all the accessories necessary, and I'm not going to be mad with you. Okay, the wife was very happy, and she says, honey, I love you, and I'm so happy. Today you made my day. I love you. Bye-bye. And the man, as soon as he hangs up the phone, he turns to the other guys in the gym and says, does anybody know whose cell phone this is? My dear friends, people are generous sometimes with others' money. But in today's gospel, we see a little boy who is very generous with what he had, and he could offer that to Jesus Christ, who made a great miracle of feeding 5,000 people with those 5 loaves. This is indeed a miracle because of the generosity of the little boy. My dear friends, imagine for a minute how generous this little boy is. He could give to Jesus whatever he asked of him, those 5 loaves. If he had not said yes to the request, today we would have the gospel without one most inspiring story. So this miracle, even though we know Jesus Christ, He is powerful, He can do anything under the sun. He has all the powers on the earth and in heaven. But still, God needed the help of this little boy. And that's exactly, when we think about this, we really come to know that God made this universe in such a way that the individual person is important. And also we have to remember in this context what Jesus Christ Himself said in the Gospel of John, chapter 12, verse 24. Unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains no more than a single wheat of grain. In other words, if you want me to explain these words of Jesus Christ, look at the Kansas wheat field. I came to learn of late that there is a great amount of growth of wheat every year during summer in Kansas wheat field. And how come this great growth of wheat is made possible in Kansas wheat field? It is made possible by the single grains of wheat that fall to the ground and die. In other words, the whole human race is dependent on these single grains of wheat that are ready to die and lose their existence. Imagine, as a human race, we are very powerful, but our life is dependent on this miracle that could be brought about by the sacrifice and the death of single grains of wheat. And this is how, when we when we reflect about this, we really come to know how God has made this universe. God has made the universe in such a way that the individuals are important. I would like to share with you a life experience of Malcolm Muggeridge. You know very well, Malcolm Muggeridge is a British TV celebrity. He talks about the influence of an individual in his life. That individual is none other than Mother Teresa of Calcutta. He says, I quote, I cannot express in words how much I owe her. She taught me Christianity in action. She taught me the power of love. She taught me how an individual can spread tidal waves of love to the entire world. I cannot imagine. Those are the same words that he says. My dear friends, this is indeed the power of an individual. The individual is important. This is the good news of the gospel today. It is the good news that the individual person is very much counted in the eyes of God. It is the good news that the individual is very much counted. It is a good news that the individual is needed for the existence of the world. So, my dear friends, and what is important in the light of today's gospel is that these individuals together should bring our skills and talents to the feet of the Lord, just like the little boy who put everything he had at the feet of Jesus Christ, and Jesus could work miracles. So all of us as an individual, if we could bring our talents, our resources, all our skills, our knowledge and wisdom to the feet of Jesus Christ, even today, the same miracle can take place. So, my dear friends, as we reflect on today's gospel, let us conclude our reflection in the words of the great poet, Mexican poet Ameldo Nervo. Let us borrow his words and pray to the Lord. Pray along with me in silence. O Lord, I am only a spark. Make me a fire. O Lord, I am only a string. Make me a lyre. Lord, I am only an anthill. Make me a mountain. I am only a drop. Make me a fountain. O Lord, I am only a feather. Make me a wing. I am only a beggar. Make me a king. Amen.